For the next part, we're going to find the limit as x approaches the undefined values. This is phase 1. What are the undefined values? And I hope we're getting to a place where you know that we cannot divide by 0. That's pretty much the only rule we have to worry about for the functions I'm giving you today. So I'm going to look in this denominator, and I'm going to really give some hard thought about what value of x would make this equal 0. And if I can't figure it out just by thinking about it, I can always take that lower expression and set it equal to 0 and solve it. Let's use that symbol. So basically, x cannot be 5. Cannot plug 5 into this function, so I'm going to want to look at the limit. I can get close to 5, though. So I can get to close to 5 and be a little bit less than 5, but get closer and closer to 5. That's one thing I could do. And I also can look at the limit as we approach 5 from the right. So I can't be at 5, but I can be close to 5, a little bit bigger, but closer and closer. So that's the notation that tells me those two things, and now I'm literally going to get a calculator. And for this one, I'm going to plug in values that are slightly less than 5, but get closer and closer to 5. And then for this one, I'm going to plug in values of 5 that are bigger than 5 and closer to 5. And I'm not going to go through all the steps in the video. I'm going to pause the video and show you my table. If you don't remember how to set up the table, there's a separate video for that. So let me just pause and get this all going on. Hold on. So this is the function that I had entered, x minus 1 over x minus 5. I went to that table and I entered values that were a little bit less than 5, getting closer and closer to 5. And it looks like it goes from negative 39 to negative, like they're basically getting more and more negative, but very large. So that tells me this is the limit as I approach 5 from the left. So that corresponds to this blue guy up here. And I can see that as I approach 5, from the left, these values just get more and more negative. So I'll say that limit is negative infinity. So those y values are just going to get more and more and more negative. And then these other values, 5.1, 5.01, 5.001, I'm close to 5, I'm closer to 5, I'm even closer to 5, but in all cases, slightly larger than 5. So I'm approaching 5 from the right, and it goes from 41 to 401 to 4001. It's getting larger and larger and larger, so that's going to be a positive infinity. And that's all of number 1. So now I'm going to take this, and this is related to question 11, I think, and we'll talk about that too and see what we think of what we're learning. Let's see.